Oh boy. I don't really want to start the video off for the week with an exasperated oh boy. But honestly, the passage I'm wrestling with this morning hit me like that. Oh boy. The passage was this, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. It's not even very long. It's Paul writing to this messed up church of Corinth. I mean, the church of Corinth is in serious disarray. I mean, you have Christians suing Christians. You have people trying to sleep with their father-in-law, and it is a wild mess. People that are speaking in tongues but without any interpreters, and it is all over the place. You even have people that are getting drunk at the Lord's Supper before the impoverished even come in from the fields, which is what is the context of the verse today. I mean, that's the end of 1 Corinthians 11. In 1 Corinthians 11:1, Paul says something that I'm actually going to challenge us to claim this week. I'm going to challenge us to embrace this week, not to just think about, but I'm going to challenge us to actually say the same thing. Paul says this: follow me as I follow Christ. And this is the question that hit me square, and it's the question that I'm asking you today. Shane, can I say that? Can I claim that? Can I look at the Christians or the non-Christians around me and simply give them this just very quaint charge? Follow me as I follow Christ. There's a part of us in the church where we actually have this misunderstanding of what it even means to be humble. We actually think that humility is to devoid ourselves of existence, to in a sense have a divine depression where we put ourselves so far down that we would never say follow me. We would say only follow Christ. But there's a part of this where I'm looking at it going but Paul was human too. Yeah, but Shane, he was inspired. True. Therefore, what the inspired words say and how they live, we should actually emulate. Follow me as I follow Christ. The question isn't so much whether we should claim this, because I think it's very clear that Paul is asking all of us to do the same. Matter of fact, this even reminds me of 1 John 2:6. If anyone is a follower of Jesus, they must walk as Jesus walked. The question, though, is, am I worthy of following? You know, it's interesting because a lot of times we think that evangelistic tactics have to be the memorization of all these different Roman roads, and I'm not saying that's bad. We think that evangelism, though, is wrapped up in this coming up with all the best apologetic answers so that if any sort of objection is launched our way, we'll be able to answer it. And I'm not saying that's bad. But you want to know what the best evangelistic tactic is to look at someone and say, hey, follow me, and I'll lead you to Christ. As a matter of fact, there's a part of me that even says, if we can't say that, what are we doing? If we are not able to say, if you follow in my footsteps, if you just put your foot where my feet are walking, then it will end at the foot of the cross. If we can't say that, then what are we doing? What path are we walking? There's a part of this where my plea this week is hey, Christians, this isn't a game. Our example should mirror Christ's example. It's one of the reasons why, I think non-Christians use the accusation against Christians of hypocrisy to actually hide from their own wounds. I really do. I think it's far overused. However, I would look at Christians and say, we should probably take hypocrisy a little more seriously. Because there's something in hypocrisy which says this: we claim the first 6 letters of the name Christian. But if you follow us, it wouldn't end in Christ? Listen, the call isn't for you to live today completely sinless. Although I don't think that's a bad goal. No, the call today is this: walk in such a way that it ends at the outpouring of grace. Walk in such a way where if people follow you, they end up at the doctor. Walk in such a way where if people follow you, if they just mimic you, if they emulate you, they will end in Christ. What I want you to do this week is to wrestle with this. What do I need to change in my heart and in my life so that I can claim this verse? What is it who is it I need to forgive? What is it that I need to pull out of the shadows and into the light? What is it that I need to do so that I can confidently say with Paul and with the other Christians that claimed the name of Christ, follow me as I follow Christ? I love you guys. See you next week.